In 4 days, Christopher Nolan drops the biggest movie of his career. 3 hours, shot entirely on IMAX film, the first movie in history to do that. And it's based on a story that's 2,800 years old. But here's the problem. Most people walking into the Odyssey this weekend have never read it. So in the next minutes, I'm going to make sure you're the smartest person in your theater. The story, the cast, what to watch first, and exactly how to see it. Quick facts. The Odyssey. Directed by Christopher Nolan, his first movie since Oppenheimer won 7 Oscars. Matt Damon plays Odysseus. 2 hours, 52 minutes. Rated R. Nolan has been dreaming about this project for over 20 years. He called it an odd gap in movie history, the greatest adventure story ever told, and no major studio ever gave it the full blockbuster treatment, until now. And he shot it with brand new IMAX film cameras, minimal CGI, real ships, real locations across the world. Nolan himself called it the largest and most challenging production of his entire career. Bigger than Interstellar, bigger than Oppenheimer. Let that sink in. Before the story, look at this cast. Matt Damon is Odysseus. Tom Holland plays his son Telemachus. Anne Hathaway is Penelope, the wife who's been holding the kingdom together for 20 years. And around them, Zendaya, Robert Pattinson, Charlize Theron, Lupita Nyong'o, John Bernthal, John Leguizamo. Nolan basically assembled the Avengers of prestige cinema, and most of their roles have been kept secret, which tells you this movie is hiding some reveals. The dynamic to watch: Damon and Holland, a father who's been gone 20 years, and a son who grew up on stories of a legend he's never met. If Nolan nails that reunion, this movie isn't just big, it's devastating. Okay, story time. You don't need to read the poem. You just need these 3 things. Thing 1. The Trojan War came first. The Greeks spent 10 years besieging the city of Troy. That war is the Iliad, the prequel, basically. And the guy who finally ended it, Odysseus. He's the genius who came up with the Trojan horse. The movie starts after Troy falls. All Odysseus wants to do is go home. Thing 2. The journey home takes another 10 years. Why? Because Odysseus blinds a cyclops named Polyphemus, who happens to be the son of Poseidon, god of the sea, the exact god you don't want angry when you're on a boat. So Poseidon curses his voyage, and that's where all the famous stuff happens. The sirens whose song lures sailors to their death. Circe, the sorceress who turns his men into animals. The sea monsters Scylla and Charybdis. And Calypso, the nymph who traps him on her island for years. He even sails to the edge of the underworld and speaks with the dead, just to find his way home. And hovering over all of it, the gods, playing chess with his life. Poseidon wants him destroyed. Athena, goddess of wisdom, is quietly pulling strings to protect him. That divine tug-of-war is the engine of the whole story. Oh, and remember the Lotus Eaters, an island where his crew eats a plant that makes them forget home entirely and stop wanting to leave. Homer basically predicted doom-scrolling 2,800 years early. Thing 3. While all this is happening, back home in Ithaca, it's a disaster. Everyone thinks Odysseus is dead. His palace is full of suitors. Dozens of men trying to marry his wife Penelope and steal his throne. She's stalling them. His son Telemachus is out searching for any news of his father. And it all builds to one of the most legendary endings in all of literature. A contest involving a bow that only one man alive can string. That's it. That's the whole map. Now every scene in the movie will land. Now, if you want homework that's actually fun, here are 5 movies ranked by how much they'll prep you. Number 5, Ulysses, 1954. Kirk Douglas as Odysseus in the classic old Hollywood adaptation. Dated? Sure, but it's the last time a studio took a real swing at this exact story, over 70 years ago. Watch it to appreciate the gap Nolan is filling. Number 4, Jason and the Argonauts, 1963. Ray Harryhausen's stop-motion Greek myth classic, and one of Nolan's direct inspirations for this movie. Watch it to understand the vibe he's chasing. Number 3, Troy, 2004. Brad Pitt as Achilles, Sean Bean as Odysseus. It covers the war itself, so you'll know exactly what Odysseus is coming home from. Number 2, Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? The Coen brothers took the Odyssey and set it in 1930s Mississippi. George Clooney is basically Odysseus. It's the most fun way to absorb the story beats without realizing you're studying. And number 1, if you only watch one thing, The Return, 2024. Ralph Fiennes as Odysseus. It covers the homecoming half of the story, Penelope, the suitors, the bow. It is the single best warm-up for Nolan's film that exists. Last thing, formats genuinely matter for this one. So here's the hierarchy. The Holy Grail, IMAX 70mm film. Only a handful of theaters on the planet can project it, and those shows are selling out weeks in advance. If you're anywhere near one, that's the ticket. Next best, any true IMAX screen. The entire movie was shot for that giant frame, so you'll literally see more picture than everyone else. No IMAX near you? A premium large format like Dolby Cinema is still a great way in. Just don't watch this one on a laptop, please. And remember, it's 2 hours and 52 minutes. Plan your snacks and hydration accordingly. You know exactly what I mean. So here's your game plan. Watch The Return, maybe throw on Oh Brother for fun, book the biggest IMAX screen you can find, and get there early. Nolan movies do not wait for you. I'll be seeing it opening night, and my full spoiler review drops this weekend. Subscribe so you don't miss it. And tell me in the comments which Nolan movie is his best, because I have a take that's going to make some of you very angry. See you Friday.